Hello everyone! You'll be surprised, friends. But even today, despite the crowds of treasure hunters, there's a chance to find something that will either make you mind-bogglingly rich or extremely famous. And as proof, we will tell you about 9 such cases. Blogger 32 is perhaps one of the few treasure hunters who, upon finding a valuable item, immediately sets out to find its owner. Returning from another field excavation with his metal detector, the guy stumbled upon the ruined foundation of a building that had burned down in the early 70s. Next to a fallen tree, the detector picked up a clear signal, and the source turned out to be a massive gold signet ring with a monogram and a precious stone. Since the inside of the ring had initials, the year of manufacture, and the number of the local elementary school, it was possible to try to find the owner. Turning to the school archive, RJ found a guy with the same initials. All that was left was to Google the owner and arrange a meeting. The ring's owner, Harov Jones, turned out to be alive and well. He was extremely touched by the blogger's act of returning an item dear to him and pleasant memories from 50 years ago. And how many such decent people are among our viewers? Let's check. If you would also return a found item, hit like. We'll count later. Blogger girl Anne Grew bought a farm at auction, along with an old dilapidated building over 100 years old. For obvious reasons, by the time of purchase, everything that could be restored required at least a major overhaul. It's hard to say what considerations guided Anne when she drove up to the semi-ruined farm, but having made the purchase, she immediately set about putting things in order. While reflooring one of the houses, the girl discovered a pile of yellowed newspapers from 1932, and among them, a golden antique ring with a 14-karat diamond. On her official YouTube page, Anne was quick to assure her subscribers that this was not her first or last find, and after that, believe in coincidences. Although it would be good to express some skepticism, after all, it's quite possible that she just found an original way to gain new subscribers. Popular blogger Aquachigger, who explores the bottoms of rivers and the Earth's crust, has long found his audience and won the trust of almost 1 million subscribers. This guy knows how to surprise and probably has one of the largest collections of underwater lost items. But even Aquachigger can be surprised and from time to time be shocked by his own finds. One of these was a human leg, or rather a leg prosthesis, which he initially mistook for a completely natural part of a person. The find became the highlight of his personal collection, but the blogger promised that if the owner is found, he will immediately receive his prosthesis in its entirety and safety. As you understand, if in search of artifacts and valuables, free seekers found only prostheses, soaked iPhones, and glasses, they would soon have to pawn their house and car. But from time to time, fate turns its voluptuous forms towards them, and a real miracle happens. For Aquachigger, his moment of glory came in the fall of 2011 when he managed to retrieve 178 ancient silver coins from the riverbed. Against the backdrop of coins, rings, and glasses with phones, the find, made in July 2013 by blogger and treasure hunter Sean Miller, seems epical. Of course, what Miller dug up in the English fields looked more like an unremarkable consumer goods made of cheap aluminum. In reality, everything turned out to be much more interesting. Sean became the owner of a very valuable antique artifact. A pure silver jug, dated 1635, was most likely intended for storing water. The same year, the artifact was gifted to the British Museum. Well, who among you would give such a find away for free? Admit it! Deep Digger Dan, the digging blogger who digs 25 hours a day and enjoys every minute of it. Unlike many competitors who come to dig with a camera and an already prepared collection of artifacts, Dan manages to extract from the earth just as much, if not more. His collection boasts an impressive arsenal of weapons and ammunition from several wars, from pistols and rifles to grenades and machine guns. And we're not even mentioning such trifles as rare coins and Wehrmacht officers' insignia. The highlight of the collection, which Dan has not yet figured out how to move to his place, is a tank from 1928 found in 2013. Determining what's buried in the forest, a tank, a howitzer, or something else, isn't simple as only the barrel is visible above ground. Digger Den asked his viewers to help solve this mystery. I suggest you also ponder and write your versions in the comments. Although since its publication in August 2015, this video by blogger Mr. Technical Difficult has gathered over 10 million views, many have not found the time to see what has so strongly attracted the audience's attention. Let's fix this, especially since the plot of this deserves it. Choosing a charming spot on the bank of a forest river, the company scattered in different directions and got busy with their own things. Here, their attention was drawn to a strange white container, lying 30 meters away in the shallows. The friends moved it to their side and opened it without much difficulty, freeing it from the tape. I must admit, whoever came up with all this had a peculiar sense of humor. At the bottom of the container, viewers were in for a rather strange surprise, a large new doll. But a fleeting glance made those present for a moment believe in the same illusion that there was a child's body in the container. Phew, good thing it was just someone's malicious prank. To make sure that the theory of relativity really works, it's enough to spend a week or two in Dubai. There, it immediately becomes clear how different a person's problems can be. Some people have rotten potatoes while others have small diamonds. And it is in Dubai, like nowhere else on the globe, that you can encounter what seems to be inexplicable. Bloggers who are into the auto industry happily publish the most incredible collections of luxury cars, abandoned in various places and for various reasons. Naturally, we're not discussing charity or exceptional generosity here. For example, an English business guest was forced to abandon his rare Ferrari Enzo worth $2 million at the airport due to unplanned expenses and subsequent legal problems. Considering that this model was released in a limited edition of 399 units, the surprise of random witnesses becomes understandable. I need to take a vacation urgently. Maybe I can find some cool abandoned car. A video dedicated to the find of another famous seeker. The underwater adventure video by blogger Dale Mayday has gathered almost 14 million views and over 22,000 comments. And even though it's about a regular dive, of which he has hundreds, this day will be remembered by the guy for a long time. Let's take a look. In the video, our hero at the bottom of the river finds a black box and extracts the contents, a package with a white tag. And judging by the reaction, what he was able to read underwater, he clearly didn't like. That is, as any of us wouldn't have liked. The reason became clear on the shore. A person's ashes were collected in a cellophane bag. The detective story developed further. Friends called a 911 service inspector who arrived within a few minutes and, after calling the management, advised to leave everything as it was. Of course, considering the date of the video's publication, this is with a high degree of probability nothing more than brilliant. April Fool's joke, which nearly 20,000 commentators fell for. If so, the ethics of such humor can be debated. But on the other hand, it's interesting if any of you found such a black box, how would you act in this case? Sometimes, to find a treasure, it's not at all necessary to wave a metal detector, deepen the relief in the bottoms, and plow entire fields. For this, it's enough to buy a house in time, where an unexpected bonus will be waiting for you. A YouTube user under the nickname Cincinnati acquired his right to wealth completely by accident, along with the former owner's belongings. A huge leather trunk with almost 20,000 silver bars stood in a cluttered backyard garage. The total weight of the precious metal exceeded 500 kilograms, and the cost at the prices of 2013 was over $400,000. The bars were laid in 3 layers of 95 pieces each and separated by aluminum foil for rigidity. Separately from the chest, a small bag with pieces of silver and American silver coins of various denominations was found. The top layer, as we can see, looks as if it was cast just yesterday. The lower ones, as Cincinnati explained, look older, which leads to the conclusion that the treasury was filled for many years and, most likely, many decades. Most likely, the top layer, he explained, was reported in 2012, the year of the sudden death of the former owner. Since then, the house has been vacant and became the property of Cincinnati in September of 2013. Questions. Why didn't the former owner, who had been collecting the treasure for years, find a better place to store such significant valuables? Why did he continue to invest in silver despite the falling prices of the white metal? And many other whys remain unanswered for now. However, this example clearly shows the notorious law of meanness. So you save money all your life, and it ends up going to some lucky YouTuber. We recommend the Orange Channel. Incredible facts, mysterious incidents, and funny life stories. In short, everything for your good mood. Subscribe right now! The link is displayed and in the description. That's all for today, friends. Like, comment, and see you next time.